my wife Sudevi, and we are initiated disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Swami Maharaj. When we were, actually our parents, they joined. So we don't have to speak the same thing again, and after some more people come, then we will speak some of these things. But we will begin with Mangalacharan, which is the auspicious invocation, calling out to our Gurudev, our Guru Parampara, to all of the Gurus and guardians on the path of bhakti, going back to the original Guru, who is Krishna. We are calling to all of them for their mercy and their blessings to descend into our hearts this evening through the medium of kirtan. So first we will do Mangalacharan, then we will call out to Sri Guru.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutabadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayanitti Namine Shri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksham Gaudiya Madhurya Gunaishta Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Shirasha Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Pada Jagataikaridhi Chaitanya Lilamrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapadye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Vishnupadaya Gaurapreshtaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Iti Namine Atimartya Charitraya Swashritanancha Paline Jivaduke Sadartaya Shri Nama Premadayine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti सिद्धंता सरस्वती नामिने श्री वर्षभानवी देवी दैताय कृपाभये कृष्णा संबंध विद्या दैने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमभ्या श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमते दिनकारिणे रूपानुगविरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तद्वन्द्वहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रारम्भरसम्भूते पदं पूजायते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते गौराविर्भावभूमेष्टं निर्दिष्टा सजनप्रिया वैष्णव सर्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकापन्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जयतां सुरतोपङ्गो मम मन्दामते गति मत्सर्वस्वपरम्बोज राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यबृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमदा श्रीमद्रत्नाकारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेव प्रेष्ठानिभिः सेव्यमानः स्मरामि श्रीमन्द्रसरसारम्भे वंशिवततस्तुतः कर्षं मे स्वनर्गोपि गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तु नः वृन्दाय तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियाय केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद चेतोदर्पणमार्जनं भवमः तावाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयातैरवचन्द्रिकावितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनम् सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम् हरेर्नाम हरेर्नाम हरेर्नामेव केवलम् ततो नास्त्येव 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 गतिरन्यथा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Do they know it? Does everybody knows?
Gurudev Kripa Karke, yes?
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना।
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 मेरे शरण परा तेरे चरणों में जगा देना। मेरे शरण परा
तेरी चरणों में जगा देना।
चरणों में जगा देना।
चरणों में जगा देना।
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना।
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मेरे नाथ जगाओ
वो मेरी नाव भंवर उसे पार लगा देना
मेरे नाम भंवर डोले उसे पार लगा देना
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना
तुम तेरे सागर हो भक्ति के सहारे हो
तुम सुख के सागर हो भक्ति के सहारे हो
मेरे मन में समाये हो मुझे प्राणों से प्यारे हो
मेरे मन में समाये हो मुझे प्राणों से प्यारे हो
मुझे प्राणों से प्यारे हो
मुझे प्राणों से प्यारे
विद्यमान जगों के मेरे दोष भुला देना
विद्यमान जगों तेरी मेरे दोष भुला देना
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना
गुरुदेव कृपा करके मुझको अपना लेना
मैं संतों का सेवक हूँ गुरु चरणों का दास हूँ
मैं संतों के सेवक हूँ गुरु चरणों की दासी हूँ
नहीं याद भुलाना मुझे इस जन्म में अकेला हूँ
नहीं नाथ बुलाना मुझे इस जग में अकेली हूँ
इस जग में अकेला हूँ
इस जग में अकेली हूँ
devote. Just a little bit.
From this side.
So now we're going to sing one bhajan in Bengali, in Bangla script, Sakala Vaishnava Gosai, calling out for the mercy and the blessings of the pure devotees of the Lord.
Page 46 in this little book.
If you have this. Otherwise, it's called Sakala Vaishnava Gosai. You can find it in the back of the book. There's a index.
Sakala Vaishnava Gosai Daya Karo More Dante Krina Dhori Tohe Devina Kamare
Sakala Vaishnava Gosai Daya Karo Dante Krina Dhori Tohe Devina Kamare
Shri Guru Charanaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Sri Guru Charana Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Bhagavata Pariya Gore Goraya
Pada Padma Pauniya Gori Govinda
Toma Sabara Karuna Vine Iha Pratina Visheshe Ayodhya Muri Vaidolukaya
Toma Savar Purna Vine Iha Praptina Nisheshena
Nama Sankirtan
So as I started before, my name is Kishori Mohan Das. This is Sudevi Dasi. We were born two devotees of Krishna in the early 70s. Our parents are disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who brought the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, to every town and village of this world. So we were born and raised in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And after some time, as young people do, they begin searching, trying to find the truth and asking questions. And gradually, over time, we were led to the lotus feet of our beloved Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And for us it was miraculous because previously, because we were born and raised with it, we thought we knew everything. We all know what that feels like. How many times you meet someone, oh, I know Krishna. So we thought we knew Krishna. We thought we knew everything. I knew so many shlokas from Gurukul. I could recite the whole Brahma Samhita by heart from the time I was 5. And then I met my Gurudev and I realized I know nothing. Because no matter how much knowledge one has, no matter how much information one has, if there's no bhakti, then it is useless. All Shastras say the same thing. So my Gurudev, first thing he came into our lives, the first thing he said, why are you doing it? He was asking us why we are doing anything on the path of bhakti. So he started from there, making us question our own motivations. And then he began to explain things to us from our scriptures in such a way that we felt that we learned so much more in 1 week than 20 years of intense education before that. This is one of the benefits of coming under the guidance of a real guru. There are millions of kangaroos. Our Gurudev would say, be careful for the kangaroos. Kangaroo, you know, from Australia. He said they have a big pocket. They will collect your money, your car keys, your bank account, your wife, your children, and then they will beat you up and bounce away. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, a real guru is extremely rare. He doesn't want to take anything from you. He only wants to awaken something in your heart. What is already present within your heart, that is love and devotion for Bhagavan, for Krishna. And this is rare to find someone like this in this world. But more rare than finding a qualified guru is finding a qualified disciple, our Gurudev would say. Because sincerity is necessary. So we met our Gurudev in 1996. And then in the year 2000, he asked us, what are you doing with your time, with your life? We were managing a large farm. We didn't own anything, but we were managing a 300-acre farm in Fiji at that time, Fiji Islands. Yes, in 1999, he asked, what are you doing with your time, with your life? And I said, oh, I'm managing this farm, Gurudev. He said, managing a big farm. 24 hours a day managing. And I said, yes, Gurudev. He said, what time is there for Krishna, for bhakti? I said, there's no time, Gurudev. Then he said, what is the use? He said, better you should use your energy for traveling and preaching and doing kirtan. What is the use of working your whole life and no time for Krishna? So immediately he changed our life. He said, I don't want you there. You should travel and use your energy for kirtan and prachar, for preaching. And he said you should give everything up. So then in the year 2000, we gave everything up. And he said, I don't want you to have jobs in this world. We left $500,000 worth of crops in the ground, and we did not take a penny with us. Everyone else took whatever money there was, and we began to travel the world and do kirtan and prachar at that time. And he told us that even after I am no longer in this world, I want that you continue traveling and preaching my mission everywhere through the medium of kirtan. So since year 2000, we've been traveling around the world with no jobs and no home, many homes, all of the homes of our friends. Not charging anything, but we're doing our seva to our Gurudev for our own benefit and for the benefit of others. So that brings us this evening to you. Our first time to Trinidad, we arrived at midnight last night, and today they engaged us in seva. We feel very fortunate to be here and to be engaged in our Guru Seva.
Actually, he was saying that one of the first things that our Gurudev asked us is why we are doing anything. Especially when it relates to Bhagavan. Why are we doing things? So after he gave me initiation, in the evening time, he asked me one question. I was having his darshan. And he said, oh, so your whole life, you have been offering arti to Thakurji, to Krishna. Oh, and I felt very happy, so much pride. I said, yes, Gurudev, my whole life. He said, oh, why? Why are you offering arti? I said, I don't know. And then I said, because it's auspicious. And he said, yes, it's auspicious, but more, why? And I said, I don't know. He said, oh, you're waving fire in Krishna's face. Do you think he likes that? I said, I don't know. He said, oh, would you like it if I waved fire in your face? I said, no, Gurudev. He said, then why are you doing it to Krishna? Why? I said, I don't know. And then he said, we should always know why we are doing anything on the path of bhakti. Because nothing is for ritual's sake, that we just stand and we count circles and we do something and walk away. We may get something auspicious, but we will never get bhakti. Once our Gurudev asked, what does arti mean? It comes from the word ao. Ao means come. In Hindi, in Sanskrit, you say, ao beta, come beto. Like there's ao. So, and rati means deep attachment and love and affection. Arati means that deep love and affection should enter my heart. I'm standing in front of you and I'm holding all of these substances. But for what purpose? Oh, arati. I want to have love and affection for you. So these were the very first principles we began to learn. Knowledge is important. And knowledge, siddhanta, all of this we must know. But at some point, what is in here has to connect in the heart. And then that becomes bhakti. Haribol.
So we just sang 2 bhajans plus Mangalacharan for Guru and Vaishnava. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Narayan is telling to Narad Muni that I do not reside in Vaikuntha. Naham vasami Vaikuntha. I do not reside in Vaikuntha. Yoginam hridayena cha. Also, I do not reside in the hearts of the yogis. He's telling to Narad, where do I reside? Mad bhakta yatra gayanti. Where my devotees are glorifying me, where they're remembering my names, forms, qualities, and pastimes, tatra tishtami. O Narada, I reside in that place. So first we call out to Guru, please give me your mercy. Without your mercy, how can I connect to Bhagavan? Krishna says to Krishna says that if anyone does not first worship Gurudev, then I will not accept their puja. I will not accept their worship. So first we call out for the mercy of Gurudev and Krishna's pure devotees. Because Krishna says, I am not independent. He tells Ambarish, Durvasa Muni, I am not independent. I only know my bhaktas and they know me. I do not see anything else. I do not know anything else. Sadhava hridayam mahyam sadhava hridayatvaham. I only know my devotee, they only know me. So how to come close to Krishna, to his heart? Where does bhakti reside? Bhakti resides in the heart of the bhaktas. And if we want to develop bhakti, Krishna is not attracted by anything else. No, Krishna is not attracted by big fanciful offerings that take a lot of money. This doesn't attract him at all. How much we know, how wealthy we are, how famous, how beautiful, how much stuff we have in this world, he has unlimited more. He has given us independence to give him one thing. One thing he doesn't have. He's given us independence to give to him or not. That is bhakti. Love and devotion. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. If you have nothing, and all you have is a leaf, or a flower, or fruit, or some water, if that's all you have, if you offer it to me, yome bhaktya, with bhakti, then I will accept that. He doesn't accept stuff, but he accepts the love which is there. So if anyone offers love and devotion to Bhagavan, then he becomes greedy to taste that. But other things, he doesn't need that. He has everything already, only our love and affection. So the process of bhakti, which our gurus, which Bhagavan himself has come to awaken in our hearts. Now Krishna is showing his Braja pastimes. Look, you can have a beautiful relationship with me based on love and devotion. But if we don't approach him with love and devotion, then he has no interest. Now if someone wants to get your attention, and they're calling your name, but you know they don't like you, or they have no interest, you won't even notice them. But if someone has love and affection for you, something, and they really want your attention, then you will notice. Bhagavan is like this, Krishna is like this. So first we call out to our Gurudev and to the Vaishnavas, the pure devotees of the Lord. You have love and affection for Bhagavan in your heart. I know that I don't have that in my heart because I am spending my energy trying to enjoy everything of this world and not really giving my heart in love and affection to Bhagavan. So first we approach Sri Guru and the pure Vaishnavas. Oh Bhaktas, you have bhakti in your heart, and only by bhakti can the natural bhakti in my heart be awakened. So please give me your mercy. Gurudev Kripa Karke. Please give me your mercy. Oh Vaishnav Thakur, Doyara Sagar, Edase Kurana Kori. You are an ocean of mercy. Give me just one drop of this ocean. Please allow me to develop, awaken my love and affection for Krishna. And then from there we call out for the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Radha Krishna, then Harinam. So we go in a sequence, not only jumping to Krishna, but first following Krishna's own process. First you go to Guru Vaishnavas, and up that path, receiving mercy, then I will accept your love, I will accept your seva. So now, and if there's any questions, anytime, please feel free to ask. We encourage questions. Now we will sing Gauranga Bolite Habe, Pulaka Sharir. Page 86 in this book, if you have it. Otherwise, you look in the back of the book, it will tell you what page. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Shaya Chariya
Love
शचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय, पति पावन श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। Before I was speaking about bhakti and how Krishna is not interested in anything other than bhakti. Many of us are familiar with one history which is spoken about in Sri Mahabharata. When Krishna went to Hastinapur, there he went to the court of Duryodhana. And what did Duryodhana offer him? You should have lunch with us. Duryodhana at that time was like the king of the world. Imagine the emperor of the world, what kind of lunch he has. So he offered Krishna, you should come, you should take. Krishna was coming to his house, to his palace as a messenger. Krishna said, actually I'm not feeling hungry, I just came to deliver a message. But Krishna looked at his devotee Vidur, I'm coming to your house for lunch. So immediately Vidur went to the market, he made some arrangement, and Krishna went to the house of Vidur. There, Vidura's wife, she's known as Vidurani, she was there. When Krishna went to her house, how did she greet him? With so much love and affection. Tears were flowing from her eyes. And as any cultured person would do when a wonderful guest comes to their house, she wanted to offer him something from her heart. What did she find? She found some bananas. So, with love and affection, she began to peel the bananas and offer something to Krishna. She thought she was offering him the banana, but she was offering him the peel. But in prem, one doesn't know what's happening in their head, the one doesn't know what's happening in their actions. So instead of offering Krishna the fruit, she was offering him the peel. Krishna didn't want to have 1008 perfectly prepared preparations in the palace of Duryodhana. But there, he was taking that banana peel with so much happiness, with so much love and affection. He was eating her love and affection. At that time, her husband came, hey, what are you doing? You're feeding him the peel, you're not even giving him the fruit. And she was like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? And Krishna said, what have you done? As she was giving it to me before, this was the best thing I have ever taken. The best thing, with love and affection. So when we approach the Lord, if we approach through any other medium with desire for name, fame, desire for position, desire for wealth, desire for so many material things, if you're not approaching Him with love and affection, then very easily, as you're chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, even anything that you are chanting, if you're approaching the Lord, He says in Bhagavad Gita, as you approach me, I reciprocate accordingly. Right? Ye yatamam prapadyante tangstataiva bhajamyaham. So if you're chanting the names of the Lord, but you're thinking, oh, I need some money, I wish I had a house, I need a new car, maybe my daughter needs a nice husband, oh, I wish we had grandchildren, all sorts of thoughts that come in my life, please let me win the lottery. Very easily, this will come to you. You will get so many material benedictions, but not bhakti. The problem with that is, there is no amount of material things in this world that can satisfy the soul. Why? Because the Atma is eternal. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mamai Vangsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. I am eternal, and all of my jivas, they are also eternal. So if you try to satisfy something which is eternal by something that is temporary, it is incompatible. If something exists forever and you give it something that will die in a few hours or 10 years or 100 years, it will not be satisfied by that. There is no material thing that can ever satisfy the Atma. No material thing. So if we're praying to Bhagavan, give me this material thing. Very easily he will give it to us, but this will not satisfy us. What will satisfy the Atma? Srimad Bhagavatam, the ripened fruit of all Vedic literature, tells us what will satisfy the soul. Savai pungsang paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahaitaki aptati hata yayatma suprasidati. This last line there says yayatma suprasidati. What will bring the soul to its complete perfection or complete happiness? Only by accepting the paradharma, or the supreme occupation for all jivas. What is that? To develop bhakti for Bhagavan. Yato bhaktir adhokshaje. What kind of bhakti? With no material cause. And also unending. Not only when I'm having difficulty in my life, then I pray to Bhagavan, please remove my suffering. I promise I will give you $10. He's not so cheap, you cannot purchase him like this. What does he need our $10 for? He is the Pati of Lakshmi. Lakshmi Pati, no? Sarva Shaktiman, what does he need our $10 for? Or even, I prayed to you, so now you owe me something. No? I cried to you, I prayed to you, so now you owe me. He doesn't need that either. Only one thing, love and devotion. So yato bhakti radhoksaje means that love for Bhagavan, which is without any material reason. What is that? I only want to love you because it is my nature. Krishner Nitya Das. The nature of all souls is that they are the eternal servant of Krishna. But service is not enough. What is seva? Service. We think service. Service does not mean to clean the floor. Service does not mean to wash the pots. Service does not mean to do any external material thing. Service means to do something to please the object of my love and affection. With love. This is attractive to him. And if we observe or move on that path, the path of spontaneous love and devotion to Krishna, to Bhagavan, without expecting anything in return, only for him, for his happiness, for his pleasure, for his benefit, then this is called paradharma. The supreme occupation, the supreme duty for all humanity is that which is pleasing the Lord. And what is that? To give our love and affection to him. And automatically, as the result of giving our affection, our love, our seva to Bhagavan, just like watering the root of a tree, yata taror moola nishechanena tripyanti tatskanda bujopashaka prano paharach chaitandriyanam tataiva sarvahanam achyuteja. By watering the root of the tree, automatically the entire tree is nourished. If you try to go to each individual leaf, the tree won't be nourished. You wash this one, you put one drop of water on each leaf, but still the tree is not nourished. But if you water the root, automatically the whole tree is nourished and satisfied. So if we serve Bhagavan, not only is he happy, but automatically all of his parts and parcels become happy. That means everything in creation feels that love and affection. And this was proven by Sudama. Sudama went to Krishna and he was embarrassed. I have nothing to offer. What did he have? Some chipped rice. Only a little bit. And he kept it here. He was hiding it. I don't want to give this to Krishna. Look, he has 16,108 palaces and I only have broken chipped rice. He was so embarrassed. But his heart was full of love for Krishna. When someone has love for Krishna, if they have anything to offer, Krishna becomes greedy. No? Lolyam awakens in his heart. I want to accept what he has. Krishna was searching Sudama. What do you have for me? I know you brought something. You cannot have come empty-handed. And he found this chipped rice. Krishna took one piece. Immediately he felt completely satisfied. That moment that Krishna felt satisfied, what happened? The entire universe felt satisfied because he was happy. That one moment, everyone felt happy and satisfied. And then Krishna went to take another piece and his queens stopped him. Please don't. Already you've given him everything. If you take another piece, then we will also have to leave your house and become his personal servant. But please don't send us away from your service. So just one drop of love and affection for the Lord, for Krishna. He is completely happy and satisfied, and then automatically everyone and everything is satisfied. Ahaituki apratihata. So that should be causeless, means no material cause. Definitely bhakti must have a spiritual cause. What is the qualification to develop bhakti? The intense, greedy desire to have it. And what is that? To be able to love and serve Krishna. Just that desire is the root qualification, and that is awakened in satsang, by sadhus. So really the most important thing for us now, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mool, the root cause of the development or the awakening of Krishna Bhakti in the heart is sadhu sangha, or the association of real sadhu. And even after the attainment of prem, Krishna prema janme tenho, after the attainment of perfection, the most essential requirement for all is sadhu sangha. Krishna prema janme tenho puna mukya anga. The most essential requirement is the association of Krishna's pure devotees. So you see that all great personalities, whenever Krishna is offering them any benediction, what can I give you? I'm so pleased with you. What will you like? And Narasingh Bhagavan asked you, Bhakta Prahlad, what do you want? Please always keep me in the association of your pure devotees so that I can hear your glories. Everyone that Krishna is giving benediction, what would you like? I want to give you something. They only ask for this thing. Please keep me in the association of your pure devotees. Why? Mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami. Wherever my devotees have come together to remember me, my names, forms, qualities, and pastimes, I am present in that place. So the whole process of bhakti is very tricky. If you try to go to Krishna directly, Krishna will say, no, I don't know you. If you go to Krishna's devotee, Krishna will also want to be there. This is the trick. So how to awaken bhakti in the heart? It's very simple. You find any pure devotee. Actually, they should find us. Our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada said that we should make our heart in such a way that Krishna will want to see us. If we are crying out to Krishna, please be merciful to me, His mercy will take a form if we are sincere and step in front of us in the form of Shri Guru and Vaishnava, the pure devotees of Krishna. Krishna Bhakti seems very far away, but if you have the opportunity to associate with pure Bhakta of Krishna, then Krishna is only as far as the heart of that pure Bhakta. And if you can somehow melt the heart of that devotee by your desperation, by your seva, by your eagerness, what is in his heart is completely filling his heart. So if his heart melts, then what will come out? Only one thing. His heart is full of bhakti for Bhagavan, praying for Bhagavan. If you can somehow melt the heart of Bhagavan's pure bhakta by your sincerity, your eagerness and your seva, then what will come out? Bhakti will come out. From the heart of the bhakta to the heart of any jiva, then bhakti will become awakened. Like fire awakens in any piece of wood touched by another fire. So this is the process of bhakti, very quickly explained. But this is the only thing that is attractive to Bhagavan. Nothing else attracts Bhagavan. And also nothing else attracts the bhakta. According to Shastra, the result of kirtan is rain. But never mind, we should continue doing kirtan. When Krishna told the Brajavasis to worship Giriraj, Govardhan, and Indra started pouring rain, they didn't stop doing kirtan. Constantly they were chanting Govinda Damo Dharamad Haveti. So all together, very loudly, we should chant the names of Krishna. Very loudly. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala Bhajamurli Manohara Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala Krishna
Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala
Krishna Govinda Govinda Shri Krishna Kane Lal ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Once there was a very big kirtan going on in front of our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And as this kirtan was going on, he saw that some devotees, some bhaktas, they weren't chanting. And so he stopped the kirtan. And he said, "Oh, do you know that when anyone is chanting in sweet kirtan," he said, "all sin is leaving their heart. So much sin is going out," and he said, "and it's going up and it begins to circle around." He said, "that sin, it needs a place to go." He said, "so all those who aren't joining in kirtan, oh, that sin will go to them." And so he told that everybody should try to engage in the chanting of the holy name. He actually one time said, if we are not chanting, then we are making an offense to kirtan. Because we know that Nam Sankirtan is the yajna for this age, for Kali Yuga. So we don't want to be offensive. So our Gurudev said, we must chant, we must join in that sweet kirtan. One extraordinary Vaishnava, one saint, his name is Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. He said that if you have come into this path of bhakti and you are chanting the Maha Mantra, you should know that you have been on this path for no less than 100 lifetimes. He said 100 lifetimes you have been working, oh Jivas, you have been working so hard to come to where you are right now in this human form of life and calling out the names of the Lord. How rare is this really? In so many religions we hear we should glorify the names of God, but they don't know the names of God. Even in Christianity they say, hallowed be thy name. What is God's name? So Srila Maharaj said that being able to chant this Maha Mantra, you should know that you have worked so hard to come to this point. So don't let it go in vain. We have so much experience that when there is happiness around us, when there is beauty around, when there's no problems, when our favorite shows are on, we forget God. Oh, I'm happy now. I'll chant in the morning like my morning puja. I will do my ritual. But our gurus, they tell us we can leave this moment, this body at any moment. We can leave, and at the time of death, where will we be? If we are not engaging in the Nitya Dharma of the Atma. We have our Sanatan Dharma, and that is to connect in love and affection with Bhagavan. And now we have this human form of life. As we travel around the world, we see how rare it is. When we were, where were we when somebody was asking about Maha Mantra and I came to the car late? Where was it? You were waiting in the car for me just recently. I was in one shop and they saw me wearing tilak. I always wear tilak no matter where I am. Why? Our acharyas tell us that if anybody sees you wearing tilak, that if anybody sees you, if they see this marking on your forehead, then they become purified. It is like seeing the deity in the temple or the chakra on Jagannath Mandir. It is so auspicious for even other jivas, what to speak of ourselves wearing it. So I was in one store and I'm wearing my tilak. And one lady behind the counter, she asked me, what are you doing? You look so different. Who are you? And I said, oh, I'm a Hare Krishna. Do you know what a Hare Krishna is? She said, no, I've never heard of this. I thought, how rare is it Maybe even 40, 50 years ago, everyone knew of the Hare Krishnas. Why? Because they're running up and down the streets chanting the holy name, giving the name to everyone. And nowadays, it is so rare for anyone to even hear or know the name Krishna. How easily it can be lost. So our gurus, our acharyas, they tell us, take this opportunity seriously. Don't let it go off into the wind and in the next life become what? Dogs and cats, doing any kind of thing in this world, trying to enjoy again and again in samsara. They say, no, you should join in Krishna samsara. Krishna samsara means that Krishna is my everything. He is the Lord of my heart, and we should never forget that. Srila Bhaktivigyan Bharati Maharaj, he said, when the sadhu sees that all of the jivas are forgetting Krishna, they're wasting this valuable human form of life. Maybe once a day they chant the holy names. Maybe once a week they come to the mandir and they chant. This is wasting the human form of life. Otherwise, we're living animal life. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Any animal can do this. How many actually can endeavor for perfection? So rare. So when kirtan is going on, this is the most important thing. If someone is hanging something, or if there's a cat walking by, everyone's attention goes to any other place, isn't it? Really, if you see a cute little kitten, or a beautiful little child, even more than a kitten, a sweet little baby, and then everybody only wants to look at the baby. But actually, this is the necessity of the Atma. It is food for the Atma. We feed our bodies, we take care of the bodies of ourselves and our family members. But really, this chanting of the holy name is what is feeding our Atma. But not only that, it will actually connect us in perfection to our eternal beloved. This is Krishna Samsara. To enter into that means that we use this human form of life properly, not forgetting. So Bhaktivigyan Bharati Maharaj says the Vaishnavas begin to cry and to weep. Oh Jivas, do you know how hard you have worked to come to this point? Don't let this moment go. When Kirtan is going on, when Arati is going on, when Mahaprasadam is being taken, when Harikatha is going on, he said, take it very seriously. It's life and death, actually. If we can leave this body at any moment, every second is so precious. Where are we spending our time? You notice we say spending because it's valuable. I'm spending my time. Is it worth my life? I'm watching the television. Is that time worth my life? I'm spending it. I'm giving my life to it. Is it worth it? So when we come together and we glorify the Lord together, there is nothing else more important that we can join in Sankirtan. Sankirtan means, in India, when any 2 or 3 rivers meet together, you know, when Ganga and Saraswati, they all come together and meet in one place, and they begin to flow toward the ocean. This is called Sangam. This is a Sangam. And we call getting together with other Vaishnavas Sangha. I'm coming here and I'm trying to mix my heart with that of the Vaishnavas. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, what is in your heart? Please let enter my heart. Let this be a mixing of hearts so that when I call out to the Lord, some bhav is there, some mood to call out in love and affection. Sankirtan means the same thing. Our voices mixing together, trying to reach the ears of the Lord. This is serious business. It's not a concert. It's not because it's good music. Actually, we have come together to join our voices, to call out with as much love and affection so Krishna will hear. There is nothing more important at that moment, at any moment, really than Sankirtan. And this is the way the Jiva will reach